Hello and welcome to another episode with Sports with Munga. Well, it was an Emery masterclass. Unai Emery being announced as the new Aston Villa manager a couple of days back, and well, it seems that Aston Villa wanted the boost. The players wanted to impress upon him, or to show that it was not them; it was the manager who didn't have plans. And Steven Gerrard was sacked for those reasons for Aston Villa's dismal performance over the last couple of game weeks. But it was a game pretty much won in the first half in my mind, with 3 goals down, or with 2 goals down for Manchester United, with a beautiful worked out goal by Leon Bailey. He cuts across, cuts behind the defense. I think the assist was from Jacob. Yeah, Ramsey puts in a beautiful assist, and Leon Bailey scores a goal. Yeah, but you could say, like, where was Lindelof? What was he doing? His positioning was pretty compromised pretty early on. The pass looked, and a lot of good work by Ollie Watkins as well in that goal. But yeah, we thought, okay, it's just the first game, first goal. But then it was pretty clear, it was pretty imminent with a free kick. What a free kick! Lucas Digne, after a long time, not scoring, he finally scores his first goal for Aston Villa. And a beautiful free kick. Wow, like top corner, like it was unsavable. It was the bottom corner. They have the wall jumped, everything was perfect, but then the free kick was just spot on. A good goal scored by Lucas Digne on the 11th minute, and then an own goal by Jacob Ramsey after Luke Shaw put the shot in wide, deflected, completely missed. There was no chance that Martinez could save it. There was no chance. The deflection caught him off guard. He was wrong-footed completely. Just went in. And then it was like 2-1. Okay, Manchester United can possibly come back or make something out of this. But it was not meant to be. It was completely a dominant performance from Aston Villa after that, because the minute that the game started, they kind of killed the game in the first half and in the opening minutes, after a beautiful, again, kind of worked out goal on a counter with Ollie Watkins squaring it up for Jacob Ramsey to slot it in the top left corner. What a goal that was! That was beautiful to watch. And you could say that Casemiro, what was he doing? Why was he not tracking back? It was a counter. Everybody was up. Lisandro Martinez was up. Lindelof had kind of caught up. Dallo was there as well, but then it was one man free. Jacob Ramsey. He was squared it up, and he just opened up his feet to the top left corner. A tough defeat for Manchester United, definitely, but a boost for Aston Villa and their fans. They've been struggling for some time. A lot of changes made by both managers. With, of course, the surprise also because of Bruno Fernandes not completely being out of this match after receiving his 5th yellow card from the last match. Donny van de Beek came back in, only to be replaced at the 65th minute by Anthony Martial. Luke Shaw was then replaced by Tyrell Malacia, and Garnacho was replaced by Anthony Elanga in the 65th minute. There were a couple of chances after that Manchester United tried to make across, but nothing to fruition, nothing that went in the goal. There were a couple of rude chances or missed chances in the first half from Cristiano Ronaldo. Garnacho could have squared it up as well. Garnacho could have scored it as well, like squared it as well in a couple of chances in the first half. But it is what it is. Erik ten Hag needs to work on this. This is kind of his. This is when you kind of realize, like, after a 10-match winning streak, you kind of lose something. It hurts, but then it almost felt like that Manchester United did not follow the plan that they had, and it was completely off from the minute they started. And Aston Villa just wanted to kind of went the way, had a very good momentum, and had a very good idea how they want to play. And that's how Unai Emery plays. Unai Emery is a well-known kind of drilled manager who knows how he wants to play. And of course, after winning the Europa League 4 times with Sevilla and the other clubs, it's one of those things that Aston Villa will kind of benefit out of. But it was pretty interesting the way it ended. On the league table right now, Manchester United are 5th. They had a chance to actually go ahead or kind of level or try to cement their position on top four, but then they could not. On the other hand, Aston Villa kind of, because of this win, were able to are now 13th with 15 points after 14 games played. Manchester United 13 games played, 23 points. Right now, fifth. One more game week before the World Cup starts. Manchester United are away at Fulham at Craven Cottage on the 13th of November, a week from today. Whereas Aston Villa will also be away at the Amex playing Brighton before the World Cup break starts. It's going to be interesting. Pretty interesting comments after the game from Erik ten Hag, of course, saying there was no point kind of crossing the balls up to Ronaldo for his headers. It's almost, they're almost saying it's a waste of opportunity. There were a couple of chances that Ronaldo could have kind of killed, but then we know that he's not been at his best. And then what do you think? But like, who can you play? Because we didn't have Rashford, or they got Rashford later in the second half. Martial coming in and Rashford also then Rashford playing still. Who does United start now? Like, we need some more. Manchester United needs a strong number 9 in January. Cody Gakpo could be one. There's a lot of talks about that. But then I don't want to get into it right now. But I feel that Manchester United is missing something that needs to that fulfills the vision that Erik ten Hag here has. Well, Aston Villa, Unai Emery, welcome to the Premier League. Let's see how he moves forward. Of course, after being welcome back to the Premier League, I should say, after the Arsenal dismal season that he had, which ended up him being replaced by Mikel Arteta, who is doing so good right now that almost everybody has forgotten the struggle that they had. But Unai Emery, welcome back to Aston Villa and Premier League. Let me know your thoughts, your reaction. What do you think? Does Manchester United need? Who do you think Manchester United needs? Like, what system does it play best? Do share, and subscribe to the video, and catch you in the next one.